Good morning, everyone. Vloggy Poncho here, back with another episode of my daily vlog. Today is Wednesday, January 30th. Big day today. And I'm weighing in at 181 pounds. And let's see, goal progress. Oh, today's meals. I better draw them out. Oh, let's see. What should we have for breakfast? So many choices. This is our last week, so there's 6 more times we'll be drawing cards, counting today. Let's see. Let's start the day with a little PB&J sandwich. And then for lunch, this has actually been working really well, I've noticed. This whole month of meals thing, we've gone down from 188 to about 180 or so. We kind of hit a barrier here. Oh, when am I going to have time to eat today? I'm going to talk about it in a minute, why I don't have as much time as usual. Bean burrito for lunch. And then dinner is going to be a little bit weird, so I'm going to go with pasta if I can get it at any of the dining halls. Right. There we go. So there's our meals for today. Peanut butter and jelly, a bean burrito, and I can't hold the cards. Pasta. Boom. Let's just bracket. Whatever. So there's one goal, the month of meals, which is a big goal that we've been working on for a while. We're almost to the end of. We also have a goal of stretching every day, so let's go stretch. Toe touches, cross, other cross, wide touches, to the left, to the right, quadriceps, and the other. And then all over again. Whew! Alright, that's good. Getting limbered up, hopefully, after a couple weeks. Maple also informed me that 1 week was too short of a time period to attempt to touch your toes. And that I would end up hurting myself if I tried to force it in that amount of time. So, this will probably be a 2 or 3 week goal where we'll just keep doing it. And eventually it'll just be off screen and I'll mention it. But I also want to start another goal today, which maybe is getting a little bit crazy. But I have a book that I wanted to read for a very long time. And I've actually borrowed it, so I need to read it and give it back. And that book is Ayn Rand's Atlas Shrugged. Actually, I have the 50th anniversary edition. So if you don't know about Atlas Shrugged, I'll read the back to you. It's the astounding story of a man who said that he would stop the motor of the world, and did. Tremendous in scope, breathtaking in its suspense, Atlas Shrugged is unlike any other book you have ever read. It is a mystery story, not about the murder of a man's body, but about the murder and rebirth of man's spirit. It's also it's sort of the introduction and justification of objectivism, which is Ayn Rand's own personal philosophy for existence, which my friends informed me I would be very interested in. So I'm going to try and read this book in 2 months. So the goal is, so tomorrow is, actually there's 31 days in January, aren't they? Okay, well, February 1st, I'm going to start reading this book. I'm going to try and have it done. What comes after February? January, February. So I'm going to read it in February and March, and then by April Fool's Day, I want to have finished Atlas Shrugged. So I'll tell you guys what page number I'm on every day. So I haven't started it yet since I'm not starting until February 1st. So I'll tell you then. But yeah, I haven't started it yet, so I'll be on page 1. There's another goal for us. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about today is that the beard is gone! Oh, what? What were you thinking? Well, I was thinking I wanted to get a job, mostly. Well, so I'm going to a career. Last night I went to an information meeting to try and look at some jobs and things. And today I'm going to the Spring Career Fair here at UGA. And I have a bunch of companies that I want to go and talk to and get information from. And one in particular that I'm interested in maybe working for because they have they're offering a good deal right now. But I wanted to be professional, and I didn't want anything to get in the way of me potentially looking like a really good candidate for a job. Because I want to be competitive so I can get a kick-ass salary. It only makes sense. So I wasn't sure about the beard because I liked it. I like having the goatee, or I liked having the goatee. But it wasn't quite there yet, I don't think. I still can't really fill in the middle of the mustache, and I don't have the connectors yet. So I didn't think it was quite there enough to be like a nice, neat, and professional beard. Because I always wear it a little, or I wore it a little bit long because it's a little bit thin too. So if it's a little bit longer, it looks more populated. But yeah, so that makes it kind of get a little scraggly sometimes, where it starts to curl up on the ends, or the beard looks like it's hanging down a little too far. So that's no good. So I figured I'll get rid of it. I'll be clean shaven and look very professional about it. I've already got the short hair, so I had a ponytail back in high school, so that would have been an interesting decision to have to deal with at this point. But yep. So that's why the beard's gone, and it's weird because I'd had it for months and months. This was the longest span that I'd ever worn the beard. It was probably between 8 months and a year. And I'd grow it for a month and I'd get tired of it and shave it and grow it again and then shave it again. But this time I wore it for a long time. So it was a big deal to see it go. And it's winter now too, so my face is cold. You don't realize how much your facial hair is keeping your face warm until it's gone. And you walk outside and your face doesn't feel cold, except for the area where the hair was. Because it's not used to getting wind on it. And it's like, oh man, why is my lip so cold? It's weird. Very strange. But yeah, so that's the topic. I'm going to the career fair today, and I don't know, I don't feel stressed about it anymore. For a long time, I felt really stressed about trying to find a job and get these things done. But now that I'm in the middle of it, now that I'm actually working on it and making progress and learning about companies and things, I feel a lot less stressed about it. So that's some advice that I would give for you guys. If there's anything in your life that you're stressed about and that you're sort of anxiously looking forward to, and maybe you're going to apply to colleges next year or try and find a job at the end of this year, my advice is that procrastinating will make it worse. Which I'm sure you've heard before, but for me, when I have something that's worrying for me, something that I'm anxious about that's coming in the future, I try and avoid it. But I realized a few months ago that procrastinating these sorts of things, for me at least, resulted in me being even more concerned about them, even more anxious, because I now had less time to deal with whatever this big issue that was bothering me was. And so I've always noticed that even things that I dread doing and that I think are going to be awful and difficult, it's not so bad once you've started and once you're getting some work done on it. It's like that huge term project every semester where you get at the beginning of the semester and it seems like it's just way too much work and you're never going to get it done. The people who procrastinate it until after midterms are not going to do very well on it because they're going to be forced to rush in the end. Whereas if you start the second week of school preparing and redoing the research and doing the readings and things, you're not going to be nearly as stressed. It's going to remove the stress from that final project off of your shoulders because you'll be making progress the whole way through. And hopefully making enough progress that you finish it on time. So, I mean, I was worried for a long time about trying to find a job this semester, and I was very, very stressed about it. I didn't want to get out of college and then have to move in my parents' basement, metaphorically. So I was very, very anxious about trying to find a job. But now that I'm going to career fairs and I'm talking to companies and actually doing the research, getting the information, applying to jobs and things, I feel a lot less stressed about it all. So that's the advice I'd give you guys. If there's anything that's making you anxious and that you're sort of dreading to come to in your future, face it now. Face it head on and get it done. And it'll once it's behind you, you'll feel better for it. And you'll be proud of yourself if you don't procrastinate it. You get it done early. That's always a good feeling. All right, well, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow morning.